What's up guys, Marlos here. Got a video for you today about this unique talisman which provides a very powerful buff. Druidic prowess at 3 stacks, you get 30% skill speed and 3 rage on spell hit per stack, so 9 altogether. Initial thought was use Lunar Blessing to spend 60 rage as it spends all your rage. But there was a bug at the time which made that not viable. It wouldn't swap to the weapon set. So we go with Arctic Howl, Raging Cry to generate rage, Enraged Warcry to spend rage. So in theory, this can self-sustain. Put it on the second weapon set. And just to go over, we use Enraged Warcry 1, not 2, because we want to spend more rage. Saving rage would be a detriment there. As you can see at the top, I Warcry and I build up some stacks. But I have to do it 4 times, not 3. As the first time I do it, that's when it swaps me to the weapon set. And it doesn't count as having spent rage with the unique talisman equipped. So that's something to bear in mind. You do have to do it 4 times. Downside of this though, spending all your rage, you lose out on the buffs from rage. Now you might notice in the map, I do get 3 stacks of Druidic Prowess using Lunar Blessing right there. But I had to manually swap to my second weapon set, which feels terrible. And there's another problem with doing that, which we'll look at later in the video, because they did patch the bug as I was making this video. See, I Warcry a few times to build up the stacks, so it is definitely possible. But I want more rage. I'm going to put Rage 3 in Shred. I consider doing it in the offhand Shred. But then I'd have to attack with a really weak offhand. And just look at the DPS difference. So we take out rapid attacks. We'll lose some attack speed, but I believe the increased rage uptime will give us more damage and counteract that. There we go. Got some built up. Hopefully we can build up more stacks coming up. There we go. Another few stacks. Beams coming down insanely fast because of the added skill speed. And then we'll just quickly kill this boss. This is just the beginning. There's a lot more to come through the course of this video. Now Arctic Howl is a Warcry. There are nodes on the tree we can take advantage of. Critical weakness being a very important one, but also Warcry speed. I didn't care for empowering attacks. We don't need Warcry cooldown recovery rate because the whole point of this gem is we bypass the cooldown. I just wanted to activate my Warcries as fast as possible. I had to path both sides, by the way, because I can't path through that jewel slot at the bottom middle there. Also, minimum 10 power, which will offset the rage loss even if I'm not around many enemies. Before, after. Before, after. The difference is absolutely massive. A lot of density here. There you go, look, 3 stacks in an instant. This weapon set change feels very good compared to how it was before. 3 stacks built up very quickly there. It doesn't interrupt your natural flow of gameplay, and also you do benefit from Arctic Howl given the empowered attacks. You can put Ice Bite. I was actually omitting Arctic Howl from my rotation because I didn't think it offered me enough. But if I know I'm going to get critical weakness, I'm going to get rage, I'm going to get Druidic prowess, makes it a lot more appealing to use. Here I tried out Rage 3 support on Lunar Blessing to see if the beams counted as a melee hit. It looked like they were giving me rage, but I'm not entirely sure. Next, I thought I could use cost on crit to generate rage. I go with Entangle, Efficiency 2, and Boundless Energy 2. This is still very experimental. I take out a Thunderstorm. I considered having it in at the time for Drench, but then I ended up using a lower level version, which wouldn't actually apply Drench to the enemies, so I decided to go against it. As you can see, it builds up very rapidly, and the Entangle plant is just going around building up a lot of rage. So this definitely works. The rage uptime was really good there. Now here I've added Thrashing Vines alongside Entangle. Similar logic to before. Spell that will seek out the enemies. So as you move along the map, as enemies move, you're still going to get rage. I thought 2 spells are better than 1, and it does seem to be working quite well. You can see the rage bar just jumping up. It'll be a combination of Shred, the Moonbeams generating rage, the plants, but the effect of the plants cast on crit is very powerful. There might be better spells to use, but to me the plants made sense. They hit very frequently and they auto path to enemies. Just a bit more footage here. Just look at the rage bar, just no worries whatsoever. Remember, this is without Eternal Rage support. I had to disable it to get cast and crit into the setup. Here I use the bug-fixed Lunar Blessing, which will respect the weapon set you assign to it. However, if you use Lunar Blessing with your second weapon set, it snapshots the damage of that weapon. And with this unique being so low in damage, your Moonbeams just get destroyed, so highly recommend against doing that. We have all these other rage generating methods. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Open to any feedback. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.